Alright, so last week we began the Chelsea Creme here taking over Enzo Maresca's Chelsea at the start of the season, and we started off the season in the best way possible, picking up two back-to-back wins. The first one was up against Manchester City, in which Giovanni Quenda, off the bench, played obviously signing for Chelsea in 2026, came off the bench against Man City here. The game was 0-0. It was a very, very close affair, but Giovanni Quenda, off the substitute bench, scored once, and then felt like it was so nice. He had to do it twice, played through by Cucurella, and the Portuguese winger drives all the way through the Man City defence there. They can't stop him, and Ederson's beaten for a second time. It ended up being 2-0 win at Stamford Bridge to start the season off with against Man City. And up against Wolves here, we scored this free kick here with Reece James to make it 1-0. Early on in the game, Reece James scored a nice free kick. And that was a nice one that he scored for England IRL, but a pretty nice one anyway. But some great goalkeeping in this game by Robert Sanchez. Saw him be the hero in this one, stopping Mateus Cunha on two big occasions here. And against Man City as well, by the way. Our goalkeeping from Jurgensen was incredible. And in this game here, Quenda was the hero again, getting a late goal for us to see us win this game. Let's get into today's episode and make a huge signing. As you just saw, last episode we started off to the best way possible, getting 2 wins and 2 in the first Premier games of the season up against Wolves and Man City, with Giovanni Quenda being the hero in those games in terms of the attacking aspects, and also Jurgensen and Robert Sanchez being great, and also our defence being pretty good as well over the episode. The whole team was great as well. But in this episode, we switched formation because we're playing now a 4-2-1-3 instead of the 4-2-3-1, which we were playing beforehand. The deeper formation where the wingers are more in line with Palmer, and obviously Jackson will be up front on his own. But now playing Madueke and Sancho down at left and right wing. We're going to make a signing in today's episode, which you probably have seen from the thumbnail and title. And let's get into that, I think, and get that done. But also want to talk about some things you guys suggested we should do in terms of either selling players or converting players to different positions. As you saw, as you see here, we brought Renato Vega back from his loan from Juventus to be a backup left back. We also left Bashir Humphries out on loan because I don't feel like there's any reason to call him back from where I think he's better off staying out on loan and getting game time elsewhere. You can so Badia Shul, Robert Sanchez. We convert Reece James into a centre back. Now I don't think Reece James would be that good of a centre back, being 5'10". I think he would be very much just like in the aerial threat in that position. And we do have too many centre backs already with obviously backup players Fofana and Adol Rabiot, and also obviously Chalobah and Colwell. So I think Reece James, if his future doesn't lie at right back, we could do something that Enzo Maresca's done a few times with him already at Chelsea, which is play him in midfield instead of Enzo Fernandez or Caicedo. I think he could do a very good job as a CDM in this team. And I will try that out in today's episode in a game or two. We'll play him at CDM somewhere along the episode and see what he can do there. But let's get into the transfers we're going to make, and also we'll get into the games as well. And hopefully a new signing can be worth the money and be a great player for us in this team. And moving from Old Trafford to Stamford Bridge here is Alejandro Garnacho, the Argentinian left winger, has been linked to Chelsea, IRL, also Napoli in the transfer window that's just gone. But this transfer in real life will cost about 60 million. That's a price that Man United have put on Garnacho. We signed him in for half that. We brought him in for 30 million here. But also to add a bit more realism into the series, we're going to do a thing where, like, Man United coming for a player that we're looking to sell, we're going to favour their option. And since we signed Garnacho, we're going to have to put a bit more realism in that aspect and focus on Man United's offers. But Garnacho joins us here for 30 million. He'll take over the left role in the team, be a great player for us alongside Sancho and also Giovanni Quenda in that role in the team. But let's give him his debut in this episode. And as you can see, we sold Robert Sanchez here for 25 million to Bayern Munich, which means we're going to call back Petrovic from his loan from Strasbourg to be our backup goalkeeper alongside Jurgensen. So we're going to fight it out for the first team position this season. And Petrovic and Jurgensen are pretty good goalkeepers. So these two are most likely Chelsea's future goalkeepers in their team, because real life Robert Sanchez recently has been kind of putting up some bad performances, and that is going to call it for our deals, by the way, in January. We're going to leave a few players on loan that we do plan to sell in the future to give it a bit more realistic. I just want to call everyone back from the loan and then sell them. And players like João Felix, we're going to leave it on loan at AC Milan and then sell them next season. Andre Santos, I'm going to leave that loan at Strasbourg, because I don't think there's any room for him in the team right now with obviously the bunch of CDMs that we do have. We have the likes of Lavia, Usega, and Moises Caicedo we could even play. Reece James, like I mentioned before, we also have obviously Enzo Fernandez, who plays there. So I feel like leaving a Brazilian on loan at Strasbourg is best for us right now, and he can be a great player next season for us. But bringing in, obviously, Alejandro Garnacho and also having Jurgensen and Petrovic as our goalkeepers now are pretty good. And we've made some decent money on Robert Sanchez there, 25 million. Obviously, we could have got a bit more from most likely, but I felt like 25 million was a pretty good offer. As you can see, Garnacho will start in the team for our next game we're going to play. And let's also put Petrovic in goal for the second team, and also test him out in this episode as well, because obviously last episode We did use Robert Sanchez. He was pretty good in the game against Wolves. But I do feel like Petrovic and Jorgensen is more realistic for Chelsea's goalkeeper options, because I feel like in real life, Robert Sanchez is on the verge of leaving Chelsea due to some bad performances recently. He's not a bad goalkeeper. He just is in a bad run of form. And you can see that's going to call it for our business right now. We do have about 150 million to spend still. So maybe in January we'll make a massive signing for the team, depending on how we're doing in the season. And there's a few players on the shortlist that we do have here. Some of you guys suggested and some that I've put here due to real life transfer suggestions. And Jules Koundé is a player that Chelsea almost signed from Sevilla before he went to Barcelona. And apparently Chelsea are going to sign him to play centre back next season if they can lure him away from Barcelona with the money they can offer him wage wises. They can bring him in to Stamford Bridge to be a pretty good not backup goalkeeper, first team centre back in the team. And if they can't get Jules Koundé, their plan is to go for Dean Huijsen, even though obviously lots of Man United and also Liverpool and Real Madrid are looking at Dean Huijsen, so that could be a big option for us next season. Also, Osimhen could be a great striker. Obviously, he's been linked to Chelsea for like 2 years now, so we could bring him in, be a first-team striker. Also, Benjamin Sesko, similar with him, been linked to a bunch of big clubs in the Premier League for a while now, and we could either sign him to be a first-team striker or Osimhen, depending on who you guys prefer we sign for the team. And you guys suggested we're bringing Ansu Fati, but personally, I don't feel like we need Ansu Fati in this team. We've got Giovanni Quenda, Garnacho, Sanchez also going to go back from loan. We've got Pedro Neto Madueke, and I just don't feel like we need Ansu Fati in this team. I do plan on using Ansu Fati in the future, so that's why I don't want to use him for this series. I feel like it would be kind of a forgotten player in this team, a player that we don't use. That's why I don't want to when I do want to use him, I want to use him as a player that I can revive the career, or similar to how we did it in the Inter Milan series in SC24. When I do use Ansu Fati in this game, I want him to be a main player in the team, and a player that is the main focus in a winger position. And for Garnacho's debut here, we're going to play Crystal Palace here at home at Stamford Bridge. We're going to also play Levi Colwill and Fofana as a backline for this one. Petrovic starts in goal. I did plan to use Rishin to see him, but he is not fully fit for this game. So Enzo Fernandez and Cancelo was our midfield for this game. Let's get into this one. At home at the Bridge against Crystal Palace, a pretty tough team. And hopefully Garnacho on his debut can do well in this game. So Crystal Palace are a decent team. Eddie Nketiah up front for this game. No Mateta. And Eddie Nketiah, the former Arsenal man, shoots from range and puts it wide to the post. Madueke. Here to Cole Palmer from range. Cole Palmer shoots and it's going to be saved there by Dean Henderson. Out wide to Kukurea. Pass there by Cole Palmer, needs a bit more on that. And Garnacho again here. Trying to create something. Garnacho. Jackson. Garnacho still going through here. The Argentinian shoots there and scores. He scores just over 60 minutes into his debut here against Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. And Alejandro Garnacho has opened his account here for Chelsea. A great finisher as well, great bit of play. We've been all over Crystal Palace for the past few moments of the game. And we finally get our goal. Dean Henderson could say that shot is a pretty good finisher from Garnacho. And we take the lead here against Palace. A good pass there from Jackson for the assist. And Garnacho makes his way into the box there, finds the back of the net and makes it 1-0. Here he goes, Eddie Nketiah still going here, ball into the box. Headed away there by Malagusto, only as far as Decore. Enzo Fernandez intercepts it, but we can't keep it, and finally we get it out just about there. Enzo now in here to call Palmer. To feed it through the construction, great pass there through to Nicholas Jackson to make it 2-0. And Nicholas Jackson does so. Some great defending at one end and a great finish at the other. The pass there from Cole Palmer was perfect, and the finish was to match. And Nicholas Jackson here makes it 2-0. And two fairly quick goals for us in this game, give us a 2-goal lead against Crystal Palace. A good finish there from him, his first goal of the season for us as well. We didn't score last episode, I don't think he scored last episode anyway. But Jackson here scores and puts us 2 goals up here against Crystal Palace. That was meant for Garnacho. Like, the passing in this game, with over the top 3 balls, is actually woeful. Here was Garnacho. Good play there from Garnacho here. Still going through Garnacho. In here to Palmer. Palmer shoots, and Palmer's denied there by Henderson with what a great save that was. That didn't really make much sense, but what a save that was. Fernandez. Palmer this time denied there by Henderson to Eberechi Eze. Decore. Good defending there from Cancelo. Petrovic now. Going to make a few changes here in a second. Bring on Giovanni Quenda. Also, maybe bring on and Kunku, good defender from Levi Cole. He's played great all game, Levi Cole. He's been so good in the series so far in every single game we played him in. Enzo. Kukurea now. Garnacho. Dispossessed by Munoz. Apparently no free kick there either. And Dewsbury Hall. Good skip there by him. Neto picks up the ball. Neto here trying to find a way through. Then here to Dewsbury Hall. The former Leicester man hits it, and Dean Henderson makes a good save through, but Enzo picks it up. Sancho. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Neto, the former Wolves man, turns the defender, hits it. The Portuguese denied by Dean Henderson. It's actually going to be Fofana. It was on the cross. Here's Munoz coming forward, the Crystal Palace fullback. The 84th minute here. There's Wesley Fofana, good defending and good control there as well to regain that ball. And drift inside. One is the box there to Pedro Neto, who's taken down in the box there. At least you got grabbed there and dragged to the floor. That should be a penalty. No. Dewsbury Hall here. He's got a decent long shot on him, but it's denied there from taking it by Tuta. One more chance maybe to win the header. We can't do so. Can we pick up the ball here? No, we can't. Get it forward. One more chance maybe. Neto's picked up an injury from that. That's not great. But here's Nkunku to make it 3-0. Plays it into the box here too. Dewsbury Hall. And that is a great teamwork goal. And the man there signed from Leicester, who's not really worked out for Chelsea in the way they thought they would do, what he would do, hasn't really had the game time that he expected at Chelsea. There's a good move there, and Nkunku into the box, into the open. Well, Dewsbury Hall, they heads it into the back of the net. Neto picking up the injury is bad for us though. We need to see what his injury's going to be. That's a perfect header there from him. There's no saving that for any keeper, even if they're ready for that. And Dewsbury Hall makes it 3-0. It's 3 points and 3 goals and 1 for Garnacho on his debut. And a great performance overall as well, but the Neto injury could be massive. And a season changer for us, at least until January, if it's a bad injury for us. All right, so the next we're going to play is a few weeks later up against Nottingham Forest at Stamford Bridge. They're going to say 4th in the league. We're top of the table. So in real life, Forest actually a few points ahead of Chelsea in the league in 3rd place. So winning against Forest is actually going to be a pretty big game for us. After this, we face Liverpool and then Newcastle in the Premier League. We've got some big games because Reece James is actually going to play CDM for this game. I don't want to try it out. He is a little bit lower down in the fitness. He played a game against Ghent a few days ago in the Conference League, picked up a 2-1 win. Let's get into this one though, up against Forest at the Bridge, and hopefully get a big win here to continue our unbeaten run so far in the Premier League and the season in general. See a completely different shot. It's done water, but Kukurea's done even better to stop him, but he's somehow played the perfect pass there back to him. And that's going to be Jorgensen's to come out and collect. Hoping Reece James and CDM can have a good game. Enzo Fernandez has been pretty decent so far, but you never know. You maybe try a player out in a position that they're not meant to really play, but they can play. Here's Jackson though, ball through to him, and his shot there is saved by the Belgian shot stopper. Madueke up, trying to find a Chelsea player there, but couldn't find one. Here's Reece James, has got a good long shot on him. Reece James, wide of the post off, giving the captain's armband for this game. Ola Aina making a run. Can Levi Cole will stop him. Ball in here too. Chris Wood, he shoots, and what a good save there from Jorgensen. To deny Chris Wood from opening the scoring in this game. That's a very, very good save there against him. Malagusta heads it out. Only as far as Sosa and Rodriguez. Shot taken, but saved by Jorgensen. It's going to be another corner for Forest to take it. Spelling the game for them. And it's headed goals by Wood, but cleared at the line, but it falls back to Chris Wood. He shoots and scores. That's such an annoying goal to concede. That's a very annoying goal to concede. So of course it just magically falls back to him, you know what I mean? Cleared off the line, but it falls straight back to the striker, you know what I mean? Like, look at that. And Jorgensen couldn't save this one, and Chris Wood puts him ahead. Okay, Garnacho here making a run. Garnacho, Palmer, Nicholas Jackson, good move by him. Shot taken though, and that's going to be not deflected, I don't think. I think that was just his natural curvature of the shot there, weirdly. It might have taken a deflection, not too sure, but if not, then that was strange. Here's Caicedo, Jackson, Palmer, 2, Alejandro, Garnacho, but how have we not scored there? Benkovic, the former Fiorentina defender. Garnacho on the volley, good save by Matt Sells there. into Garnacho. Garnacho, maybe one last chance there, the first half. Palmer looking for Madueke denied by Milenkovic. So you've got, like, every time we attack, we've got like 3 or 4 Forest players around one Chelsea player with no one to pass it to every single time. Chris Wood here. Ball into gives way, shoots, and Jorgensen makes a save. If he's fit for this game. There's Garnacho. Garnacho going through, Garnacho. Shot denied by Matt Sells. He's had a great game. If that's a free kick, referee, you're soft. You are so soft, referee. I've got the ball. It's a yellow card as well. You're having a laugh. And so Giovanni Quenda in it to Nicholas Jackson. Shoots and Matt Sells denies him again. Goes White. Intercepted by Gusto. Enzo Fernandez to Giovanni Quenda. Cole Palmer still going over Cole Palmer. Can he be the hero? He shoots, and that's a great finish there from Cole Palmer to level it up here. An ice cold finish there from Cole Palmer. Going through the Forest midfield with ease there, and gets the room for the shot there and places it with power perfectly and precisely into the top left hand corner of the goal. That's a great finish there from him. And we finally beat Matt Sells, and we get a goal in this game. Forest have been a very good challenge in this one. They've been well settled defensively, and Matt Sells in goal has been incredible. Oh no, I was trying to switch to stop that from happening. I saw it a mile away. The second they passed it out wide, I saw the running of Alanga happening, and I was trying to switch to Fofana there, but it just wouldn't let me select him. Of course, you can see, like right here, I'm trying to select him the whole time, and if I do so, I block that. Of course, the second I score after 70 odd minutes of football, they score instantly. There's Palmer. Looking for Quenda, but Ola Aina. Every single time Quenda's about to make a run, he's already there. Oh, Murillo, good defending. Jorgensen, don't lay on the floor, pick it up and throw it out. There we go. Giovanni Quenda. Oh, of course. Murillo's going to perfectly defend that right then. And that's going to be the end of the game. It's a 2-1 loss to Forest. And it's a loss that the words I want to say are not what they are. They're explicit, basically. But that's a very frustrating loss. It takes me like 70 odd minutes to score in this game. Fair enough, Matt Sells was good in goal, but some of the chances we had, we should have scored. And the second I score, and they play it out wide, one pass past 2 defenders that are literally just sleeping on the job, and they score to make it 2-1 instantly. They need to fix kickoffs in this game. It's stupid, man. And for the final game of today's episode, we go away from home at Anfield up against Liverpool. We just lost to Nottingham Forest. You just saw in the game that we should have won. And it's that's so, the way we lost that game, it's honestly, if I keep thinking about it, I'm going to get more frustrated. But I can see for this game, Fofana's going to start in the back line, Petrovic into the team for this one. Reece James up right back, and Enzo Fernandez back into the team for this one. Let's get into it and hopefully defeat Liverpool here, away from home from Anfield. But after we lost to Nottingham Forest, I kind of don't have much hope against Liverpool. But now we're 3rd in the league after the loss, and Liverpool are currently 5th. Into Andrew Robertson. Let's go defender from Reece James, our captain. Fofana. We need to bounce back from that loss. To Forest with a big win here. Cole Palmer. Madueke gets the ball in the end. There's Madueke. Back here to Reece James. To Garnacho. Trapped here by Gavin Birch. Palmer, great play there, but it's had a clip by Van Dijk. Garnacho here. Looking for Jackson. Returns it to Garnacho. Back stick, looking for Madueke. And the heading in this game is jarringly bad because I'm aiming straight at the goal. How's it gone over there? That should be a goal. Oh, that's a great pass through to Jota as well. Of course, he's the only person that reacted to that. Jota shoots and scores. We literally should have scored at one end and we concede at the other. the heading in this game, why is it so bad? Like, it's honestly, like, it's incredibly bad. Like, it's honestly, like, applaudingly, like, they should get an award for how bad it is, EA. Like, literally, they should be awarded for how bad they made heading in this game. Because I literally would have scored it. Any other FIFA, or FC, whatever you want to call it, I score. But of course I don't, and the second they counter, they score. Cole Palmer. Garnacho. Here's Jackson. Jackson, good turn from him. Jackson to level it up. Jackson misses. Madueke, good steal. Go down, penalty, referee, penalty. Okay, we'll keep the ball. Jackson, you better score. Jackson, there we go. We didn't get the pen that we should have had there because McAllister literally just fouled Madueke twice there. He gave away 2 penalties and not one of them was given. But thankfully, fortune favoured us this time. Third time was the charm because the first 2, as you can see right there, and then before that he fouled him there. Then Jackson, this time scores. This is a harder chance to score than the first one in my opinion. But he scores here to make it. Is that Bremer in the back? That's Bremer. I've got Bremer and Van Dijk as a back line. Interesting. Good save, Petrovic, because if I conceded, I would have just, I don't even know. I would have been very, very frustrated. Ball into the box. Petrovic collects it to Madueke. Madueke running through. 1-on-1 with Kelleher. And he's somehow been denied. Back up wide to the Dutchman. The Dutchman now driving forward. Fernandez can't block. Kukurea. Thankfully get something on that there and we're going to get it out. Go to Gakpo. Jota. Trying a bit of skill there, but it didn't work out for him. I think that was Cobble who was defending him. And that's a big challenge from Gravenberch on Garnacho. And that's going to be a throw-in for us though. To regain possession. Kukurea. Palmer. Leads it into Garnacho. Garnacho. Good play. Garnacho turns and shoots, and that's a great goal. That's the quality Garnacho possesses. He just needs to do that more often in real life, and he's going to be a great player. You know, he goes through like peaks and valleys. You know, one moment he's one of the best young talents in the world. Next thing you know, he's missing easy opportunities to make him easy mistakes. But Garnacho, it's great play from the whole team. But Garnacho skips past Van Dijk, gets inside there, and finds the back of the net there. Somehow Kelleher is beaten here. It's a very, very good finish there from Garnacho to make it 2-1 here to us. Oh, no. Kick off here for Liverpool. Mo Salah blocked by Colwell. Back to Jota, and thankfully that strikes the crossbar. So Boschleit, shot taken. It's going to go out for a corner. And Palmer now. Good play there from Palmer. Palmer's still going here, being trapped by Trent, but he's left all alone here. Cole Palmer makes it free. I think Trent was expecting a pass. I was expecting a pass, not going to lie. But none of the Chelsea players continued their runs. And Cole Palmer puts us 2 goals ahead against Liverpool at Anfield. You love to see it. And well, he did all the work himself there. I was expecting a run there from Jackson on Madueke, but none of them made the run. I had to go alone with Cole Palmer. Thankfully, it was Trent that was defending him, so it's prone to a defensive mistake. I made one there by letting him go, not fully marking him there. And it's 3-1 here to us, and on his slot is very annoyed because their team has conceded 2 fairly easy goals to stop, I would say. No powers through. Gravenberch to Jota. Jota shoots Petrovic. Good save. Led out. And he is far as Robertson. Gakpo shot taken. Petrovic. Good save. Enzo Fernandez drills it in here too. Palmer sends Madueke. And Madueke had to make it 4. Madueke denied by Kelleher for a second time in this game. There's Giovanni Quenda. Good move by him. Quenda now. Could he make it 4? Instant impact from him. Kelleher stops him twice there. Good play. Quenda comes there to Neto. And the shot is blocked there. And then cleared to Mo Salah. And Liverpool player on the attack here, trying to get themselves back in this game. Ryan Gravenberch. Mo Salah shot from range, and Petrovic almost, I thought I was going to watch him let that in there for a second. But there's Kukurea. Oh no, how has he not cleared that there? Jota, oh no, Jota. Good block with Fofana. Kukurea now can get it out. Quenda, oh, can't find it up there to Sancho. Oh no, it's done well there. Shot taken, and it's in the back of the net, but thankfully the game is almost over here. Jota gives him a chance, but we have to kick off, and we're just going to simply go all the way back and hold it here for however long's left of the game. We're going to hold it. And we're going to go off one more attack. Quenda. Good bit of skill from him. Quenda's still going here. Giovanni Quenda, the young talent here, going all the way through the Liverpool defence. Quenda makes it 4-2. And Giovanni Quenda scored a great goal here, going from left. Well, I think he went from left to right, from one end of the box to the other, and scored to give us a 2-goal lead again in this game, to restore the 2-goal cushion. The game's about to end, but it doesn't matter. We're going to celebrate goal nonetheless. It's a great goal by Quenda, who's been so good for us as a super sub in his series. Last episode he was great, this episode has been great as well. And Giovanni Quenda as well there. And he scores to beat Kelleher to make it 4-2 to Chelsea here. And after losing to Nottingham Forest, we bounced back in a big way by beating Liverpool 4-2 at Anfield. Alright, so that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. As you can see, we're currently sit third in the league, 1 point behind Man City and 1 point ahead of the team that took our undefeated record away from us in Nottingham Forest. So we did the same to Man City, but Aston Villa are still yet to lose a game in the league. We faced them, I believe, on the calendar at the start of January or December, so we'll face them pretty soon. I will submit a few games in between this episode and the next one, and we'll get that done in between recordings. But the team right now is looking pretty good. I see Garnacho joining the team this episode was a massive signing, one that I usually wouldn't make. Signing a player from Man United for a Chelsea club, I wouldn't tend to do it. But I felt like, why not do it? Let's have a bit of fun and bring him into the team. It's been very, very good for us in this episode. Jackson's been pretty good as well as striker. So next thing we'll make a decision on what we want to do with the striker position, where we're bringing Osimhen or bringing Seshko, etc. And there's a possibility we could replace Enzo Fernandez. It's not been bad, but I don't know. I feel like we need to give him more time to prove himself in the team. I just feel like he's been like the one player in this team that I'm not going to miss. I feel like he's that player, like right now in the team. I'm just like, okay, if he left, I wouldn't feel impossible replacing him. The same with Jackson as well. Madueke is starting to really get involved in the games more often. He just needs to get a bit more better in front of the goal, and he will score more goals and look pretty good for us in the team. Our defence is looking pretty good right now. Levi Cohen for Fofana is a very good backline for us. Jurgensen and Petrovic have been pretty good in goal as well. Caicedo's been playing pretty well in CDM. He's pretty good in the team. And in terms of the stats, I thought I'd show you how the players are performing. And I believe a bunch of players have scored a bunch of goals in sim games. As you'll see, Giovanni Quenda's got 8 goals and 1 assist overall. Cole Palmer 6 goals and 3 assists. Jackson 4 goals and 1. Garnacho 4 and 2. Tariq Draws at Luton is playing for them and he's got 3 goals in the Carabao Cup in 3 games, so he's having a pretty good season. Pedro Neto doing decent 2 and 1. It needs to be better from him because he's 80 rated. We need to see better from him if we're not going to sell him in the future. So play that might keep around, is a pretty decent player in game and give him more chances to prove himself in the team. But that's going to call it for this one. So if you're going to enjoy, go and drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also notifications so you don't miss videos. Now see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.